After my video that I put up last week, resetting my zero waste lifestyle after traveling, it made me sit down and really evaluate the habits that I'd already implemented into my life and what I could possibly do this year. And I realized that the zero waste habits that I'm starting new with have to do a lot with other people and helping other people to learn more about sustainability, to help them be more sustainable in an easy and accessible way. And I wanted to share some of them with you today. Okay, we're gonna go down here where there are loads of nettles. So first up, we're gonna be going and foraging some nettles because we're gonna be making some plastic-free, sustainable, local, 100% natural plant fertilizer for the garden. This is a new habit I wanted to pick up because I want to incorporate more practices that use what we already have and local ingredients into not only my life, but also my garden. So one habit actually that I've been trying to implement as a new thing is trying to help my friends and family to be more sustainable by setting up and creating subscriptions for them to make their life easier. So it could be for, menstrual products that come every month that you need to use, or dishwasher tablets or things like that. And one of them that I've set up is who gives a crap, because this is something that just turns up at their door. They don't have to think about, and I can just set it up to help them be more sustainable in a way that is easy and efficient and makes their life just a lot easier, Yeah, I'm really excited to share this with you. I've shared them on Instagram before and they're sponsoring today's video, so I want to say a massive thank you to them. And I really love to reuse this paper because it's so fun to wrap up presents, and it was actually my nephew's birthday recently and I used this paper to wrap their present as well, which is really fun. Who Gives a Crap are an eco-friendly toilet paper company that donates 50% of profits to help ensure everyone has access to clean water and a toilet within our lifetime. To date, Who Gives a Crap has donated just over £6 million to non-profit organisations who help provide clean water and toilets all over the world. The toilet paper is soft and durable and are wrapped in paper that is specifically designed to be reused. Not only is Who Gives a Crap delivered straight to your door, but is with carbon neutral delivery. Check out Who Gives a Crap and get $10 off your first order with code SUSTAINABLYVEGAN.
Can we toss garlic?
You can, but we've got to wait till it's ready to get it out.
I like all these.
This is very much a new habit, something that I want to implement and I've only just started doing. And that is teaching my nephews about sustainability, trying to find a fun activity each week when they come to my parents' house to try and show them where their food comes from, to give them some kind of connection between the importance of looking after bees and why bees are important to pollinate courgette flowers and things like that. And I think that teaching what we know onto the younger generations is such a powerful thing, because just look at how incredible climate activists are who are, 13, 14, 15. They're incredibly inspiring, and I certainly want my nephews to grow up with a love and appreciation for nature and for people, and understanding why it's important to be kind to people no matter where they're from or what their culture is. So I've definitely been teaching them, well, one of them is too small really to understand yet, but I've been teaching the older one, by planting things in the garden and letting him water the plants and telling him what they are, and when it's time to harvest them, picking them with him. And especially because his name is a herb, so I want him to know what his herb smells like and looks like, and the fact that it's delicious and flavorful and can be made into so many different things. So that's definitely one habit I've really been excited about, and teaching someone else something actually helps you to learn it better yourself and to have it really fully ingrained into your brain. It also gives me this kind of sense of excitement to experiment more, to try and grow more fun things, to share them with my nephews and to share them and show them the amazing things that you can grow and eat and what it means to be self-sufficient. And yeah, I think it's a really great starting point for little kids to learn where their food comes from, because then it just gives them this huge, well-rounded idea and approach to sustainability and why we might do the things that we do. So yeah, that's a new habit that I'm building that I'm very excited about. Another habit that I've been kind of looking at, well, actually 2 habits, and they kind of, I guess maybe they go together in some way, but one of them is to sell something that I haven't been using once a month. And that might seem a lot, but I always call myself a minimalist, but in reality, I'm someone who tries to live in a more minimalist way, but I still have a lot of stuff, which, to be fair, I mostly use. There's just a few things that I definitely notice that I'm not using enough, it be it a piece of camera equipment that isn't getting enough use to really warrant having it, and it's not enough of a hobby piece that I will use it every now and again and it's worth it. So I really do look through some of the stuff that I have and try to sell something each month, because I really do think it's a waste to have stuff just sitting in your cupboard that's not being used. And also you can make some money by selling some of your old stuff. For example, I have a microphone that I definitely need to sell, even if it's not for very much money. It's not getting enough use, and definitely someone else can get a lot of use out of it, so I would much rather sell it on, even if it's not for very much, just so that it will get used and not sit collecting dust. The other part of this is to kind of rediscover old things that I have had at some point and either use them or sell them on. And this is slightly different to just having stuff. For example, let me actually get it. Okay, so for my 18th birthday, I was given a watch, and I love this watch, but I'd completely forgotten about it. It's one of those things that when I was much younger, I was much more materialistic. I didn't care so much about making sure I looked after my things. But let's be honest, it was not a good look for me. So my mum was actually going through her stuff and my parents are very good declutterers, very good, and they found this watch and she asked me, it had stopped working, and she said, shall we get it repaired? And I thought, what a great idea. This is something I hadn't thought about, that should have been sitting in a cupboard, hence why it's similar to the first point. And we went and had it repaired. We sent it off to some repair shop in Manchester, I think, and they repaired it really quickly. It wasn't very cheap to get it repaired. It was actually pretty expensive. I think it was about £89 to get this watch repaired. But now that it is repaired, I can either wear it again, which I actually have been, especially for nicer occasions, because it's kind of like a piece of jewellery, but it also tells the time, which is very handy. Or we could sell it on. I mean, main reason why I'm not going to sell it and I am going to keep it is because, one, it was for my 18th birthday, but 2, I do actually wear it. So actually 3, there are some bits that have definitely rusted that we would have to get replaced if we were to sell it, and for me, I'd rather keep it and wear it for special events than to try and get rid of it. So that's just a kind of example of some of the things that I've been thinking about. Obviously my house is not full of stuff like this, you know, but one of the things I do try to practice is putting away, because I live in a place that has seasons, putting away my clothing at different times of the year, so that when I rediscover them through in the winter, next winter or next summer or whatever, it kind of feels like you have a new wardrobe, because you're putting away your old clothes and bringing out your even older clothes. So yeah, I also do this for some things that I really like. I'll put them away for a while just so I can't wear them, so that I know I don't lose the awe that I have from some of my clothes that I really, really love. This might sound a bit ridiculous, but yeah, it's just something I've been practicing. I do kind of just want to end this video by saying that I am by no means, I don't know, perfect. I haven't made it to that zero waste lifestyle. I still do a lot of unsustainable things and things that, you know, people who live a very strict zero waste lifestyle probably wouldn't say is in accordance with living that perfect lifestyle. And I think that's fine. it's not possible. And I don't know, sometimes I think that we portray a very perfectionist stance on YouTube because that is what the algorithm loves and that's what people seem to click on the most, and we can get very much caught up in trying to make things look perfect rather than just kind of making a nice, fun, chill, casual video where I show you some things that I'm just trying to do. It doesn't mean that I can do them. It doesn't mean that I will continue to do them forever. It doesn't mean that I've got it nailed down. It's just one of those things that I love to learn and I love to try new things, and I'm just trying my best. And sometimes, unfortunately, I get caught up with worrying about views on YouTube or Instagram, and then I curate my content in a way that I think people want to see, and it makes it look like I am trying to live perfectly. But I'm just trying to enjoy my life, have a nice time, make good content, but also give something back and share all of the things that I have with you guys on the internet and in the world. And I do a lot more stuff in person now, which is really nice, with my local community. And I think that that has made a big difference to my feeling of not wanting to show me looking like I'm perfect. I don't know. The world is messy, everything is messy, and all I want to do is just do a bit of good as well. So if you haven't seen my last video on is zero waste just another way to self-optimize, I would really highly recommend it. It gave me a lot of things to think about, and I'm just really pleased that I bothered to make that video so that we could all reevaluate what we're doing, you know? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on hopefully Tuesday.